Right, welcome to Dreadnought Customs, and this is my turbo Scirocco Mk2. So yeah, thought about time I did a little video on my Scirocco Mk2 20 valve turbo. I'll talk you through what I've done to it, why it's off the road at the moment, what I've done to it lately. And yeah, this one's basically going to be the next one to, well, I need to get back on the road in case something happens, i.e. car meets or shows. Fuck knows, we'll see what happens. Anyway, so it is an 88 Scirocco Mk2 Scala, originally a carburetted car, originally red. Here's a picture of the bad boy, how I bought it. So yeah, so the history of it with me, or before I owned it, was basically I did a 6.5 month deployment to the Gulf on HMS Cumberland, playing about with Lynx helicopters. Once I finished that, I had a bit of money, a bit of bonus and stuff like that. Needed a car, sold me my little Ford Puma I had before I went on deployment. There's no point having it sat about for 6.5 months. So yeah, was looking about, and this little puppy turned up. It was, you know, it's a bit scabby around the corners and stuff like that, but generally it was okay. It was advertised for 800 quid on Fleabay. Went round to, it was only around the corner for me actually. Went round, looked at it. It only had a couple of hours left, so I offered a bloke 700 quid and he accepted, which was a bit of a bonus because it had the comp motives on it. I mean they're probably 500 quid's worth of wheels, so I got a car, fairly decent deal on it. Originally it had some Pecco exhaust, which was just too noisy and crap. It was lowered on some unknown shite brand of coilovers, which were just, it was low but it was just stiff and horrible. Had some stickers on the front, some other bits and bobs, but yeah, generally it was pretty much standard. I had the longer Golf Mk2 grille on it as well at the time, and a cami eyebrow spoiler. Yeah, so that's basically it as I bought it. The bloke who bought it off said it had done a cannonball style kind of European rally thing at some point. God knows how true that is. I did have a look to see if I could find any pictures of a Scirocco doing a cannonball run or gumball or anything, but I don't know. Probably one of these 500 quid charity things or something. But anyway, yeah, that was it. So that's how I bought it. And since then, I basically drove it. It was my daily for 3-4 years. No, about 2-3 years. Then the Navy decided that they wanted to send me down to the far reaches of Cornwall to work on a search and rescue helicopters, which was good fun, but I ain't commuting 320 mile in one of these in Army, not with stupid suspension. So basically I sold it to my mate Vinny. Bought myself a sensible Jetta diesel to cruise up and down. And then yeah, stayed in contact with Vinny, he's still a mate. But yeah, bumped into him in one of the mess bars about a year later, when I'd just come back from Cornwall, finished my deployment in Cornwall, and I ended up buying it back off him, which is good because I did miss it. But yeah, at the time it had the 1.8 EX engine with a Weber carb, about 90 brake horsepower, something like that, but it was good fun, nice little thing. So yeah, that was basically it. So since then, I thought I'm going to keep it, so I better start doing some work. So the first thing was sent it to my mate Mike, who painted it in this nice Ferrari. Well, they call it Marron Metallica, so metallic brown. It kind of looks brown in some lights, gold in others, and yeah. So he repainted that, full kit off repaint. Here's some pictures if I can find them. So yeah, it came back. Engine bay wasn't painted; that was still red. So I decided, yeah, do a couple more bits on it. mate was in the Navy with sold me an Audi A3 1.8 turbo AGU for 150 quid. So I decided to do an engine conversion. So yeah, here's the obviously it's missing parts at the moment, but the light's crap again. There it is. So yeah, it is a 1.8 AGU engine, 20 valve turbo, Epitech engine mounts, O2J gearbox from the donor car, front mount cooler which is off a Golf Mark 4, I think it's the Venza kit or something. I bought the whole thing with some pipes and stuff. Custom made some, well I've got some pipes custom made. It's got top fill alley rad, one of the flea bay 170 quid jobs. Made a little metal surround for it as well. All the wiring looms being tucked away a bit neater than usual, with wrapped in this like black fabricy sheath stuff, which is a bowl ache. Bartec fuel rail. This has all been painted, smoothed some bits off on here as well. What else has been done under here? Oh, battery reallocation, that's in the boot. Bonnet lining kit, supply them if anybody wants any. Ching ching. Okay, what else? Oh, dark headlight modification. So I painted the edge around them. I'll do a video on them soon because it's quite an easy mod as well. It's it does make a good, nice little. Oh yeah, makes a nice difference. It looks a bit more sporty. So yeah, back to the conversion. Yeah, it was an AGU 1.8, 150 brake, carry-free turbo. I plonked a carry-free S turbo in it, which has decided to chew itself up. Here's the fella. So yeah, I don't know if you can see in there too well, but yeah, it got munchy on itself. So I've bought from Turbo Rebuilds UK, I think that's what they're called. Turbo Rebuilds UK. Turbo, yeah. So this is an enhanced turbo cartridge. So nice. Get it out of the packet a bit. Nice billet turbine, all upgraded bearings and other bits and bobs in it. Meant to give you about 10% more power stock, and it's meant to be about 20% more, well, stronger. So hopefully we can boost it to about 200 brake. That'll be good. Yeah, so back to the conversion. O2J gearbox, cable shift which is bolted from underneath. Drive shafts bolted onto, it's an early O2J, so it's got the bolt on 110, no, it's not 110, 100mm cups, so the drive shaft just bolts straight on. Wiring loom was, I bought it off of eBay, I think. I can't remember, wiring loom was pretty much done. But there's, if you want to do this yourself, there's a few companies, Get a Motorsport, they do them. And then yeah, there's quite a few companies about actually that do wiring looms. So yeah, that's basically it. It's all been painted up. Fuel lines are all braided. So engine wise, that was probably the biggest job I've done on this. But it does drive like a modern car. It's really odd, in a good way. Reservoir bottle sticks out like a sore thumb, so that needs doing at some point. Oh, yeah, one of the latest things, I did a bias box conversion, which just needs finishing off, just needs bleeding. Well, where's my torch gone? So there's a bias box, and it goes down into this Wilwood proportional valve, so fronts and rears tap off that. And then yeah, on the front I've got Wilwood Mini Light 280mm 4 pots. And on the rears I've just converted these to God, lighting is crap. Yeah, so they're basically a Mark 1 Golf stub axle, bearings, disc, Mark 1 Golf GTI caliper carrier, and then it's Mark 4 Golf calipers themselves, because they are, well, I think I paid 80 quid for 2 brand new ones off eBay. I did have some Mark 1 ones, but the handbrake mechanisms failed on them quite a lot, so yeah, upgraded. But the brakes on this are, well, I've not driven it since Blast Box has been done, but before then they were, yeah, extremely good. Don't think you really need any more than 280s. Rear discs are just for show, they don't really do nothing, there's no weight on the back of these things, so there's no performance upgrade really for rear discs to drums, but yeah, sexy things. So what else? Oh, suspension. Vitec Hycon TX top adjustable coilovers, which I can't show you because I can't see, but they are bloody good. Basically KWs, excellent, very, very good. Can't buy them anymore. They're rebranded to ST suspension, but they're pretty much KWs, they're all built in the same factory. Yeah, exhaust pipe, Mark 2 Golf GTI, which I bodged on a number of years ago, but sounds alright, still works. Rear light conversion. These sexy little bastards are made myself. I'll do a video on it soon. There is a DIY guide on the Dreadnought Customs website. At the bottom there's a menu for DIY. Yeah, homepage at the bottom, DIY mods. There's a page there, and there's a PDF I've done or document on how to make these, but I will do a video on how to make them. Yeah, I went a bit too, well, that corner fell off. So that's one of the other things that I've got to do soon. One of the other big bits is a wide arch kit. So it's quite subtle, but it's definitely a lot wider than standard. Fronts are good, very happy with the fronts. Rears I'm not very happy with. The definition of this little edge here is lost down the bottom, and it's too rounded as well, so I'm going to rebuild the rears, make new moulds of the rears, and then start flogging them again. So yeah. Okay, inside. Oh, 20 valve badge, sell them, gel ones, lovely. Also do 8 valve, 16 valve, GT2s, GTXs, GTLs, GTs. Yeah, most of them. Torch again, where's my torch gone? Fuck's sake. Yeah. So, interior is a bit of a mess at the moment because I'm still playing about with getting it fixed. Ignore the block of wood. So, yeah, I'll start with the seats, I suppose. These are Recaros out of a BMW E21, I believe. Bought them off a chap. I had to make the runners myself, and yeah, they fit nice. They're nice and low. I'm quite tall, so that's all good. So yeah, inside roof lining's all got redone in some fake suede stuff I bought cheap, which wasn't really the best idea because look, it's gone all almost purple in colour now. Speaker pod I made. I have got a little aluminium anodised black surround going there, hide them screws. But I'm going to re-trim everything soon because the seats going to need to re-trimming because they're quite cool actually, a nice blue, but it's a bit old. So yeah, they need doing. Then I'll redo these at the same time and a pocket in the same material. Yeah, window wiper, winder handle, nice Dreadnought ones. Got one silver set left, possibly, oh yeah, possibly a couple of black ones, but I won't be getting any more of this styling. Probably make my own style. Scraper seals, go all the time on these. These are one of the early pre-production prototypes of the ones I sell, which were made about, I think probably about 3 or 4 years ago now. They're holding up quite well. New batch should be in stock soon, actually. So yeah, Kenwood stereo. I do like Kenwood stuff. I don't know why, I just do. Stack gauges in a Dreadnought Customs surround. The surround can fit here, or it can fit in a stereo slot, but well, I like a stereo, so it goes there quite nicely. And yeah, stack gauges. I like stack gauges. Nice and modern looking. Volt gauge. A voltmeter was very handy in the Scirocco. What else we got here? That little chap there, you can't see, is a Go Motorsport Rev Counter Converter Box for 1.8 turbos and ABFs conversions. So sell them. Basically, it's got 4 wires, but the 20 valve turbo ECU output signal for the clocks won't work with OEM clocks. These ones in Golf 1s, 2s, anything like that, caddies. So that little converter box, I ain't got a clue how it works, but ECU signal comes out, in and out of that little box comes the correct signal for these clocks. So yeah, sell them, 35 quid a pop, which is quite good. And yeah, it's one of my Dreadnought gear knobs. I might swap it for a black one actually, anodised black, but yeah, that's quite cool. Right, back. Spoiler, need to do something with a spoiler. It's too standard. Did buy a BMW E30 one, but yeah, Polish people making it decided to cancel my order, which was that's disappointing. Here is a Dreadnought Custom. It's a bit mucky. I'm not usually that mucky. Yeah, so that's a blank for the old rear screen wiper. Still need to get rid of that bloody thing at some point actually. Should have done that when it was painted. Anyway, yeah, so available 8 quid a pop. Tidy it up nicely. That one's a bit, yeah. So boot, this is the boot build. Got rid of the old little side shelves. The rear quarter door cards still they're still the same, but they're just trimmed in this kind of stretchy stuff. Still got the old washer bottle at the back, and that is actually fed to the front washers now, so that feeds the front, so I could ditch the washer bottle. Nice easy mod. Battery. So this is Odyssey PCS 680 kind of lithium solid battery kind of thing. That fits there perfectly in the old first aid box. It's literally just got a piece of aluminium over the front to stop it falling out this way. Then yeah, giant big cable. Well, that's the earth, so that just bolts up here, and then the power goes down the front to you can see it, there it is. So that's a little buzz bar. I don't know why I got such a big one. A normal like single pillar one would have done, or twin pillar, but anyway, I ended up buying that for some bloody reason. So yeah, so cable runs along here. Keep away from stereo stuff because it will interfere with it. Into that, and then I've got all my fuse box lives and all my battery lives off that, and then the big starter cable goes from that to the starter, like that, and then it goes in. Yeah, it goes off to the alternator. So that's a nice mod. You just got to make sure that you're careful when you do it, because if the live starts rubbing, it can easily cause a fire and burn your car to the ground. You can fit a big fuse, but I have heard it'll bollock all your alternated diodes if it blows when the car's running. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've heard. Yep, JBL sub 12-inch, which is, yeah, it's quite nice. It makes a nice sound. And then a little JBL amp, which, I mean, the amp's fine. I just think I could do something a bit nicer looking. But the boot build, as you can see, it's all pretty. There's a panel down the back here as well, and I painted this slot black. It's a very simple build. Not sure whether to jazz it up and do something a bit crazy, kind of Max Powery style. Might just leave it how it is on this car and do crazy, nicer builds, more interesting builds and other stuff. And yeah, this is a Dreadnought Custom version 2 with strut race, which to be honest, it probably stiffens it up a bit, nothing noticeable. Really, if you're stiffening up between the top of them struts, you need to really go to the body. But then really, if you were doing that, it's kind of half pointless for a road car. For a track car, then yeah, but then if you got a track car, then you're probably going to want a roll cage, which will then have a bar across there anyway. Anyway, I'm probably talking myself out of some sales here, so I'll probably shut up, but it looks cool as fuck. So yeah, buy them. That's it really. Bits to do. It needs a good clean. It's filthy. It's not been driven for 8 months, 10 months maybe. No, it was out last summer. 8 or 10 months. Anyway, so yeah, turbo needs rebuilding. Swap the cartridge over with the old one. I found a cracked manifold as well, so got a new exhaust manifold somewhere. It's probably down with all that lot. So yeah, turbo needs rebuilding, putting back on. Brakes need bleeding. Steering rack needs sorting out because it's too far in. It needs to come out a little bit, otherwise the steering wheel won't fit on it properly. And then yeah, generally needs a good polish, clean, and yeah, swap over the rear arches at some point. I get some new ones built. Oh, and yeah, rebuild that little rear light thing. That's about it really. If there's anything else you want to know about it, just let me know. Power wise, I've never had it remapped, never had it rolling roaded. It went well with the standard turbo and stuff like that. I mean, 150 brake, 900 kilo car. Well, maybe a ton car with my fat arse in it, but yeah, it's good fun to drive. Yeah. Oh, the splitter. I'm going to fit this splitter on. I've been working on as well. I'll get that fitted to it soon. So yeah, pretty much ready to mould, and then I'll bolt that on. Probably paint it black. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.